Okay.
Like, right?
Recess.
It's time for recess. Hey, Bill, thank you so much for saying that earlier in the Unlimited Wisdom chat. Yeah. Welcome, everybody. It is time for recess. On Unlimited Wisdom. This is an open forum. In other words, we don't, if you have something to share, please go ahead and share it. Of course, maintain the conversation too, because it's like just kind of a group thing. Like, well, I know we're not at a bar, but maybe at a coffee shop or something like that. It's just open, and the topics vary. So, just kind of that thing. And especially since we're almost here to Christmas, I'm sure there's a few other topics to share with people. And so, welcome to Recess or Recess.
Well, thank you, Greg. Hello, everyone. It's great to have you on here, and it's great to have Matt and Ezzy on here, and I see David's on here. Hi, Patrice. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Kevin. Hi, Shelly. I think we got everybody. Melody, Jane, Sandy. Didn't have to see Sandy. Michael and Angela. Arthur. I didn't see him. Great to have you on here. Coach Bob, Trish, and Mike Dean. Deb, Bill, and of course, hostess with the mostest, Craig. So yeah, this is like Craig said it perfectly. This is no agenda whatsoever. It's like what's coming up. Are you guys excited about Christmas? And are some of you like, hey, how fast can we get this over with? Are you guys excited about 2026? Sandy, I hope you're feeling better. So that's awesome. But I don't know. I
I'm ready for it to be over.
Yeah, it's like sometimes it seems like a long time. They keep like starting it so early now. It's like for the first day after Halloween, they're kicking off the Christmas music and doing all the crazy stuff. And don't you think that it's always interesting? This is not political in any way, but isn't it always interesting that the news is telling us that the economy is the worst it's ever been, but yet American people keep finding a way to break records for spending and traveling? I'm like, I mean, is everybody, is it that obvious that they consistently keep telling us that this is the busiest, travel ever, busiest travel ever. Oh, by the way, no one has any money. And it's like, wait, how can everyone not have any money but still break records? I always thought that was pretty interesting. And of course, it
If
wasn't
I,
just this. It wasn't this year. It's been every year.
yeah, I was gonna say
It's fake news.
if I wanted people to feel like they weren't enough and that they needed to spend more money, I would tell everybody on the news that it's the biggest year ever on spending money.
Oh yeah, they like
Not to be conspiracy theory, but I would be like,
the
you know,
FOMO.
yeah, it's like, well, everyone else is doing it, so of course it's perfectly fine to put all that shit on credit. You know what I mean?
I look at Disneyland and seeing how their prices have consistently gone up, and how, like, for right now, if a family of four wants to visit Disneyland just to enter the park right now at this time of year, it's $1,000. That doesn't include parking, that doesn't include souvenirs, that doesn't include food. And it doesn't
$1,000?
include the Lightning Pass, which hopefully will get you on as many rides as you possibly can, as opposed to waiting in hour and a half to 2.5 hour lines.
For how many people? $1,000.
Four.
That's
Four.
That's
But
Yeah.
the lightning pass isn't lightning anymore. It's like a really long line too. Because everybody
It's
has the
not as
lightning
bad.
pass.
If you really want to get through, like I went recently only because I have a friend who works in the park and she got us in. But it does pay for itself. But the thing is, you may get like only a couple of rides in, and depending upon the day of the week, because they have what is known as dynamic pricing. And in other words, it could be less in the middle of the week, and it could be more on the weekends, and it could be less in the next winter months, and it will be more during the summer months. So it's just, It's crazy. It really,
My
really
girls,
is.
yeah, my girls were just at Disney World a few weeks ago, and they paid 600, and then after that, prices jumped up. And one of them did the lightning passes, and even with the lightning passes, they had to schedule which ones they wanted to go on,
Yes.
and then they still had an hour and a half wait.
Boy, well, I don't think I've ever seen that at Disneyland here in California, but it's not surprising. But if they didn't have those passes, then they would be waiting in 2.5, 3 hour lines. I've seen it's crazy. And I know, Patrice, you said I wouldn't go there if you paid me. It's unfortunate because I used to work there and I loved it. I really enjoyed it, and I loved the families when they would come, and they would just get so involved in it and become a part of the atmosphere. And now it's like, everybody's sitting on their phone. They're trying to schedule, like you said, Sandy, their next attraction that they can get to. And sometimes it's across the park. Sometimes it's across another park, depending upon, like here we've got California Adventures. So you have to go literally from one side of the park, like where It's a Small World is, if you know what Disneyland's layout is, all the way over to the Incredicoaster on the other side. And it's just, it's mind blowing.
Craig. Here's a
I'm
hack
sorry?
for all of you. Here's a hack for all of you who are going to the parks. Put on a fake cast on your leg
Oh, there you go.
and get a wheelchair, because the wheelchair accessible line is way smaller than all the other lines.
Yeah, but you know what? They're getting onto that, Arthur. It's interesting because they're saying you have to have, if you have another person in your party like pushing the wheelchair, they have to go through the line.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
It didn't used to be like that. You could just go like
you're
right
right.
with them, go to the
You're
front
right.
of the line.
You
You're
just take the kids,
absolutely right.
you just take the kids to Bippity Boppity Boutique and spend $300, and they dress up as a princess, and the whole family gets moved right up to the front of the line. Works
Wow.
every time.
Hey,
There is another perk. Go ahead, Robert. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was going to Arthur. So there's no karma in your world?
Really?
The other perk that I just read about is if you have the highest level Club 33 pass. Now, being Club 33 means you get, the beautiful restaurant that's here at Disneyland, and it's like the $10,000 to get for a personal membership, and then you get this meal that you're still going to have to pay for, but you get fast pass access, so you can almost walk right onto the rides really, really quick. But you're paying boku bucks plus a monthly, and then I think the business pass is like $100,000 membership, and then like $25,000 a month or something. I don't know, but that's.
And I bet tons of people do it. Tons of
Yeah.
people do it, I bet.
And that's
I
that. I
heard
was
that
just going to bring
Disney-
that up, Terry. The point being too is that as long as people continue to go and pay for it, it's going to continue to rise and go up. And the only way that it's going to stop is if people, pull back.
Yeah.
It
I've been to
is
Disneyland
truly
since
the
I was
law
a
of
kid.
supply and demand.
The last time I was at Disneyland was like when I was a kid, and I think you can get an annual pass for like $200. And we only waited in line for like the rides for like, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes. But you can hit almost all the rides like in a day in the normal line. This was before the Fast Pass.
Yeah.
But I guess there's a lot more people now than when
Oh,
I was.
That was 20 years ago?
Yeah, more
The
than that, more than
pandemic
that.
is what really messed it up because that's when they decided, okay, how can we get more people in the park and through the lines faster? That's at least my opinion.
Crazy.
Why don't
Yeah.
they just go to the
Well-
county fair?
I went there, I graduated there 50 years ago, and every day after school, we would go to Disneyland. We had a student pass. I think it was like $1.25 a week for this pass to get, and then we'd go to Knott's Berry Farm. But we would hang out there after school. I don't know, they can't afford to do that nowadays, can they?
Well, actually, I have a pass to Knott's Berry Farm, and it's actually it's pretty affordable, especially when you compare it to the Mouse House. But yeah, Susan and I go there, especially during the summer, at least once a week, maybe twice a week, because we have friends who play in the bands that perform there. But even during, like now, Knott's Merry Farm, it's actually kind of nice. And then we've upgraded our pass a little bit to get a fast pass, one that will allow us to get on the more the bigger rides, the ones that everybody wants to get on, once per visit. So actually, that's not bad, but it's not Disneyland. I'm going to honestly say Disney just has that
Oh yeah.
je ne
Disney
sais
is
quoi.
magical.
Yeah, I've been to
Yeah,
both, and I like Disneyland best.
yeah.
When was
Yeah,
the last time we've been to Disneyland?
When the kids were little. When the
I
kids.
want to ask, did anybody see Craig's performance last night?
25 years ago, I think 25 years ago is when the last time we were at Disneyland.
Mm.
Yeah. I mean, it's
What did you
to
say,
me, it's
Melody?
worth going at least once. And but yeah, if you're going to do it on a regular basis, it's very, very difficult. Coach Bob, I actually worked on in Adventure Frontierland attractions, so Jungle Cruise, Mark Twain, Tiki Room, Big Thunder. Those were the rides that I did. Plus, I did the street parade. I helped manage that, and it was fun. I had a blast.
Mm.
I
How
was
long did you
Alice in
work there, Craig?
Wonderland.
And that's right. Melody was Alice for a while.
Yeah, I got to ride in the electric light parade, sitting on top of that giant mushroom.
I may have seen you without knowing you at that time,
Right,
Melody.
we worked there around the same year, so it's
Yeah.
kind of crazy, huh?
Oh my goodness.
Very.
Crazy. Speaking of performing, though, did anybody tune in to the show, the Vaudacity Extravaganza show last night with Craig Jackman?
Didn't even know about it. I didn't even
It
know.
was posted. Are you guys not paying attention?
Yep,
I
that's
guess
exactly
not.
what
I
we
don't
did.
see every post. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No
It was
apology.
fun. It was just basic. One of the networks I've been involved with, even with here, especially over the pandemic, Vaudacity Network. A bunch of us are performers, got together, and we kind of helped to pass the time during COVID by performing online using Zoom. And last night was our 6th annual holiday extravaganza. Um, I'll put up one of
I was just
mine.
going to ask, is there a
Yeah.
replay?
Oh yeah, if you'd
Oh,
like, I
okay.
will post
Yeah,
up the
would you please
replay.
post that? Yeah, I would love to see it. I just didn't.
Craig, can you post like maybe because I don't know how many people are going to be willing to sit there for 3 hours
Yeah,
watching all the different things, but maybe can you pull out one of the performances from one of the shows in the past that you've done? Because Craig's been doing this for, like you said, six years, right?
yeah.
Can you just
Wow.
cut out what like something that you've done, maybe one of the songs or something,
You know what?
and
I
share that?
will. And I was thinking about putting out the 12 Days of Christmas.
Oh,
Yeah, do
Nice.
your
oh,
one that you love the
yeah,
most. That's cool.
Okay, I will
yeah.
do that. As soon as we're done here, I'll find that and I will post it up. It's a fun group. I mean, it literally helped get the performers through the pandemic because part of that is that we were accepting money like we would do on YouTube for Robert's donations. And the money that we got went to the performers because Disneyland and Knott's were closed. And these were performers that
Wow.
relied
Yeah.
on that income as well as performing in other venues locally. So, yeah, so we helped them with a little extra money get through that period of time. And yeah, 3 hours, Bob. We've had even one show that went 7 hours, but
Woo.
but that was during the pandemic when there was
Mm.
nothing else left to do, and we would talk, we would perform, we'd have fun, improv, we'd play games. It was just a big, huge variety show.
Robert, have you noticed there's so much talent in here in our
Oh
community?
yeah.
I mean, I didn't even know about this talent, like with Greg. I mean, I don't know about anybody's other lives besides here. But
You may
yeah,
not want to
and
know
then I
some
was
of
like,
it.
thinking of like, Coach Bob, like, it's like that's so cool, him doing his sports stuff and that's a talent, I mean, that's a real,
That's sort of a cool topic right there. It's like what does anybody want to say what other hidden talents they have outside of getting on a Zoom?
Trish.
Well,
Right.
Deb, you brought it up. Let's go. You start it.
Oh, well, some of the things that I do behind the scenes right now, my biggest project is I'm working with the Tim Tebow Foundation because A Night to Shine is coming up February. I should know the date. It's always the Friday before Valentine's Day. They put on this big, huge, extravagant prom for all the children with special needs, that never got to go to school, never had a prom, or even if they did go to school and have a prom. And we have a red carpet, and they come down the red carpet, and we crown them king and queen. And it's all about Jesus, how much God loves them. And that's the whole main theme, and it's just so beautiful. So I, got involved in it this year. I've tried to do it for the last 5 years, ever since my grandson. I was sitting next to him, and the ad came on for Tim Tebow on the TV. I was babysitting. And I'm like, one day you're going to walk down that red carpet. And that's when I got that idea. And I've been trying for the last 5 years, but I've had to church hop a little bit because a church has to sponsor it. And I couldn't find a church worthy of or had the room or whatever. But so that's one of my projects I do. And then once a week for 1 hour, I go and sit at the food trucks for the homeless here. And I hand out soup and sandwiches. It's just from 12 to 1 hour a week. And yeah, so that's kind of my like little side hobbies and trying to work on writing my autobiography. And
Ve-
that's what I do besides this.
That sounds like plenty.
Yeah, but no, I pace myself.
Who
Yeah.
else?
I
Coach
know he's
Bob.
not. I know he's not here, but a lot of people, every time I get to see Tom or catch him a little bit, Tom not only is this unbelievable opera singer, but he like plays like I forget what it is, like so many different instruments, and then
Wow.
he owns a piano store and an organ store,
Well,
and he
doesn't he
also
play church on the weekends in this
yeah.
big, huge organ?
Yeah, and he also teaches people. He teaches people. So he went to that Juilliard school, and I forget what
Wow.
what person is like the most well-known person that teaches people how to do opera. And Tom Booth was one of his like star students. It's like, yeah. So when you can find some of Tom Booth's videos on YouTube and watch him sing, and you just go, "Are you kidding me?" So every once in a while, he'll sing me happy birthday, and he'll leave me a message singing me a happy birthday in that opera voice. Like he gets all warmed up and he
Wow,
sings
how
me happy
cool.
birthday. And I'm like, oh my God. It's like this is crazy.
Wow.
Well, Coach Bob, you were asking quite a few questions. What about you? I mean, but
Oh,
okay, we
yeah.
do know that you do your what is it? Your football stuff, right?
Yeah, I'll
Or
give you
sports
some
picks.
information that I've never talked about then. So, I used to win contests on the radio. So I'm a big contest winner. So I used to have two phone dialers that speed dialers that were actually used for a Ticketmaster to get tickets to when the old days you used to call in to get tickets. So I rigged those up and then I did phone contests. So I've won cars. We won. My wife won $20,000.
Wow.
My father-in-law won $20,000 on a TV show. Um, just tickets for concerts, and then
So
that
while
kind.
everybody was trying to be the 250th caller, you're like auto dialing, and they're just trying to like get one call in.
Well, I would have two going, so I'd press these buttons and they continue to dial, and then I would dial with my hand. But I did it when I was a kid with the rotor dials when we had.
I was going to say those. I mean, it's like you got to dial the first.
Then you got to push it back really fast.
Yep, and then hope to God that you get it in at the right time, and you only get one shot with the rotary.
Oh yeah. And then you could figure out. I figured out like they had like 5 lines. Some places had 5 lines, so you'd kind of know if it hit the 5th line and they were caller 10, you had to get back right on there. So, yeah, that's just one thing of many that I do, but it was really fun. I enjoyed it. Now it's kind of tough. Everyone has cell phones now, so it's more difficult. When they didn't have cell phones, I stayed at home and I did it, but now everyone's calling with cell phones, so it gets kind of difficult, But I still do it.
From the other side, Bob, I used to work at a radio station, and we used to have the contests. And the minute that you say, caller number 30, call right now, all of a sudden, all the lines would go up. And we used to have those kinds with the push button phones. And you'd literally go, caller 1, call back, caller 2,
That's
call
how they
back.
do. That's how they do.
Yeah, and then you had to start it all over again because you only had 5 lines. Boom, boom,
Right,
boom, boom,
5.
boom, boom. Yeah, and so it was, so you get it, now from both sides, and it was crazy. And you get some people cursing, especially, sorry, we already have a winner. What the?
Oh, yeah.
That's so interesting to me. I wish I could just learn, more about it. And my son,
That's
all the
really
boys in my
impressive.
family do it.
That's impressive, Bob, to win that kind of big prizes.
Oh, God. And you got to be lucky, too, because there was one
Yeah.
contest you would just qualify and they'd have a garage door. And there was 60 qualifiers, and then you had to pick a number on a board. And I picked the number that opened up this garage door, and they gave you everything in the garage. Boats, there was a pickup truck, and, it was just... It
Like
was
Storage
phenomenal.
Wars.
Yeah.
I
it
want to
was-
learn how to do that.
You just have to, you just have to be really focused and keep calling and be on it,
Well, maybe.
Very
and don't
cool.
get disappointed.
I think
Well,
the
it's
best time.
It's Mary's birthday.
Happy
Wow,
birthday.
happy birthday, Mary.
birthday,
Oh my gosh. Happy
Thank
birthday.
you.
Well, and I think we need to sing her happy birthday in our
Uh-oh.
usual way.
Oh my God, we're so awesome at it.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know it, Robert.
1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mary. Happy birthday to you.
And many
That
more.
was freaking awesome. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank
That
you.
was hilarious.
What are you going to be doing, Mary, on your birthday?
What am I? What?
What are you going to be doing?
Unfortunately, today's Monday, and my 2 favorite restaurants are both closed on Monday.
For the love of God.
How dare
Open
they?
them up. Get them open.
It's like, that sucks. So we're going out to dinner with friends. We're doing it tomorrow night instead, but go figure,
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
other than
That's
that, nothing.
nice.
Sometimes you got to give up, do the weekend either before or after. I know I've got to do that this
Right.
year.
Yeah, how do you like your birthday being right a couple of days before Christmas?
It's I'd rather have it on Christmas Day, to be honest with you. 3 days before. Now it's no big deal, but growing up, it was tough, Everybody's getting
Let me
ready
guess,
for
you got the
Christmas.
combined gift, right?
Exactly.
I'm
great.
guilty of
My
that because
birthday,
mine's coming up too.
I was gonna
When
say,
is
when's
yours?
yours, Craig?
December 30th.
Oh,
Yeah,
Daddy's
say
little
mine's
tax
January-
deduction. And yours is too, Matt, right?
January 3rd. So
Yeah.
Wow,
I always get everyone's partied and had enough fun by the 3rd. They're like, They're like, New Year's has gone by, Christmas has gone by. We're good now. So
We're good and we're broke.
So, Craig,
Yeah.
yeah. So Hanukkah, it works. So if you don't mind me asking you about it, so
No.
you get a gift each day with the candles, right? Is that how you did it, or did you guys do it a little different?
Well, let's just say that everybody likes to think that happens. I think when you're a kid, when you get the small gifts, like say the Hot Wheels, you get a new Hot Wheel every night. But it's typically the way we've gotten to it now. It's just one gift is fine. One gift is fine.
Do you at least get to pick the day that you get the gift?
Actually, we've all put it together to whatever the best is the family getting together during the holiday.
Yeah.
Now, in this case, this year, we're going to have it this coming Sunday because my niece is coming in town from Boston. So we're going to have a family get together because she wasn't in town during the 8 days of Hanukkah. So we did have this last Sunday, the previous Sunday, we had a kind of a get together with friends to celebrate the first night of Hanukkah. But then we'll have the official end of year Hanukkah family get together, tight family get together this coming Sunday.
So
a lot of people put up that myth of eight days, 8 presents.
Oh,
yeah, that's during recruitment time when you're trying to convert people to Jews is when they bring.
Converting to Judaism is not easy.
Mine,
it's not just
no, it isn't. It really isn't.
Yeah.
A guy I used to work with, he's Catholic, and he married a Jewish girl.
Mm-hmm.
So when they had the ceremony, they had both a priest and a rabbi perform the ceremony, and they had kids. So they decided with the kids that instead of they were going to bring them up both Jewish and Catholic. I don't know how you do that. And then
as
they
just
get
pick
older,
either
they
or,
decide.
Mary, and then it could be like a census to see how they turn out. Like pick one
Catholic,
it goes Jewish.
Yeah, I've seen people who are mixed marriage in that regard do both ways actually.
And as a kid gets older, they get to decide, I guess, which religion they prefer. But the kids get to celebrate both Hanukkah and Christmas. Can you imagine that house?
Oh, yeah. You've got the Christmas tree and the Hanukkah bush right next to each other.
Right.
Santa Claus and what we remember as being our version of Santa Claus. And I'm not talking about all the Jewish people. I'm just talking about my family. We called our version of Santa Claus at the time the Hanukkah birdie.
So like if you're an atheist, how do you celebrate?
You don't.
You don't.
Festivus.
Yeah, you get to do whatever you want. You don't have to follow any rules.
Festivus.
I can do Christmas, I can do Hanukkah, I can do whatever I want. ain't nobody upset at me.
Hey Jim, welcome for jumping on. Hi David. I see you put Merry Christmas in there. That's awesome. Anybody want else to expose their hidden talents?
I wish one of my hidden talents right now was Common Ezra's teething, but it's not working.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you are so talented, Matt.
What'd you say, Kelly?
I said mine are hidden so deep I haven't found them for a long time.
Oh my gosh, Shelley, that is classic.
Hey, I thought of a question that while we're all talking. What has been, they do this usually for successful people like actors and actresses, but what is like some crazy jobs that you guys have had? You know what I mean? It's like when you think about going all the way back to, mowing lawns or shoveling sidewalks, or I delivered papers, work.
Cheese off the floor, pizza place.
You scrape cheese off a floor in a pizza place.
Yeah.
What?
How? What? Boy, those cooks didn't know how to spread it.
And they did all the dishes. That's why I'm such a great fucking dishwasher.
Yeah, and they just fired her last week.
Oh boy, you're gonna get punched.
for 6 months in between jobs, the worst job ever. I was a Kirby vacuum cleaner salesperson. You too?
Terry did that.
Yeah. I lasted about 3 days, and I'm like, fuck this.
Did you go door to door, or was it in a
No,
shop?
I had to call out of the phone book. Here, open up the phone book.
Oh, old
Yeah.
telemarketing.
Yeah.
It was
Did a good
not a
rainbow
nice
for
job.
2 days. That's what he said.
Rainbow vacuum.
And the Kirby vacuums, they are not light. I mean, they're heavy.
I bought a rainbow. I remember.
I mean, they were great vacuums, but they were heavy.
I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for a salesperson because
It's a little expensive vacuum. The rainbow is like $3,000.
Yep.
Yeah.
We always had golden retrievers, so it had that water thing.
Yes.
By the time you got done, because of the dog hair, I mean, it was just like dog hair in there. Crazy. Great vacuum. You got to schlep that shit all through the house, and
I was so bad about it. I would forget to empty the bucket, and then and I forget it. But we do have a Kirby now. We did end up buying a Kirby, and I've had it for 20 years, so I can't.
My gosh,
I can't bitch about it.
That's great. You got your money out of it. That's for sure.
I mean, they are a good vacuum. They are, but the job sucked.
Totally.
Anybody got an affiliate link for Kirby? No, I'm just kidding.
The worst job I ever had was as a security guard down in Tucson when I lived down there. This was in between. Well, I moved down to Tucson originally to start work in the IT field, and they have like a lot of data centers and stuff down there. But I went down there to go lay cable for Quest. They were laying a bunch of cable down there, but then they got investigated for fraud, so they laid everybody off.
Oh my gosh.
And so I'm like, okay, well that sucks. I just moved here. I have all these debts. I'm like, I need to get a job like pronto. So I got a security job with this shady company that would send you out to all these different like job sites. Like each night you'd have like a different place you're going.
Oh my gosh.
And they would say, oh, we need you to work overtime. And then you agree to do the overtime, but they're stacking your schedule to where you're only off from your first shift, and then your next shift starts 3 hours later, so you don't even get to sleep.
Oh my
And
gosh.
so then you go like the next day, they're like, oh, well, this counts as the next day because technically at 12 a.m. is the next day.
Oh my God.
And then to come to find out after that, not only was it like the most boring job ever, like walking a building around doing these checks or whatever, and you don't even get like a gun or a stun gun or nothing. It's like, what am I guarding? I'm just like, we're gonna report on a radio.
Right.
But then I come to find out that the overtime that I was supposed to be paid, I was like, oh, I'm going to be paid time and a half, right, for my efforts. They were so shady that they put your overtime on a different LLC so they didn't have to pay overtime
Wow.
pay. So I was getting paid for two different companies. I'm like, this is like fucked up. Like
no
how is
kidding.
this legal?
That's when you needed the gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Arthur, didn't you have a clue when the company was called Shady Security? It's just like,
yeah,
you
I don't
should have
even
had.
remember the name of it. I don't remember the name of it. The only job site that I had, like I went and I worked at this one. This one job site was a construction site, and everything was like caked with like dirt and dust. It looked like an apocalypse place, and you like go around and like. I went and I tried driving one of the forklifts there because they didn't have cameras. So I drove one of those just to kill some time. And then you walk back and then you're like, nothing ever happened. And you're there all night long and you're tired as fuck. And so like I even like took naps. Like I slept for like 20 minutes. They call you in the night. They call you in the night like every 30 minutes on the radio, and you have to like respond to make sure that you're there at the job site. And then they do like. They will send out like somebody to make sure you're at the job site.
Yeah.
To check on you. So I would just wait till the guy left, and then do my check on the radio. Okay, I got like 30. I can get like 30-minute nap in before the next radio check in. But yeah, and then like I guess the the best one was when I went to like I was like a security guard at some Mexican restaurant that all the college kids went to, and I guess there was like fights there all the time and stuff. But all the college girls would be like come in, they're like, "Oh my God, you're hot!" Because I was wearing like a uniform, and I looked like I was a police officer because it looked like a police officer's uniform, which I don't even think that they're supposed to have a uniform that looks like a police officer, but they did. That's what they made us wear. You know, we had like a badge and everything, and I looked like a police officer.
Nice.
Nice.
Worked out pretty good for Halloween.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to say something, but you might not believe it, but it is documented. I have worked for 80 companies. My last job was my 80th job in my lifetime.
Wow.
Started at 11 years old, going door to door selling Hallmark greeting cards at Christmas.
They did that door to door?
Yeah, I asked my dad for an allowance. All the other kids were getting an allowance, and he's like, go to work. I'm like, I'm 11 years old. What am I going to do? He goes, sell greeting cards door to door. It's Christmas, almost Christmas time. And I got hooked. And then I was like, can I sell, sympathy cards and all occasion cards? I wrote Hallmark, and I had my little kit, and I loved it. We moved every year. So, that was I started in El Paso, Texas, and then we moved. I've also moved 48 times in my lifetime. Wow. So this is 49. No, this is 49 where I am now, because I tell my kids, number 50 is in your house or on a cruise.
Get one of those worldwide cruises.
Yeah. You go on them every month, you get off, you come stay with your family for a couple of days and get back on another cruise.
There's one out there right now where it literally takes 1 year to circle the globe, and it travels to so many different places.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that would be great. Yeah, if my Social Security check paid for it, that would be great.
Yeah, no kidding. I don't know if you guys ever heard Mark Cuban's story, but Mark Cuban, when he was really, really young, he said that his uncles would always come over and they would play poker at his house, right? And he said he would always show up and say, I want to play. And they go, you don't have any money. And he goes, well, where am I supposed to get money? And one of his uncles said that he bought one of these containers, like sight unseen. And the container was full of garbage bags. And he just looked at Mark Cuban and just went, hey, if you want to sell these garbage bags, I got a whole garage full of them. I'll split the money with you. And he said, deal. And he went door to door selling people garbage bags.
Wow.
So that was like, that's pretty interesting. It's like, hey, you need to buy your garbage bags from me. That's pretty hilarious.
That's good.
Mike, what was your craziest job?
Well, let's see here. I've ridden bikes, and I don't know if anybody's been to my Facebook page or not, but I've got a picture. My cover photo is of all the bikes that I had at one time. But I used to belong to an organization, not a motorcycle club, but a organization where it was a 501(c)(3), I think it's called, where we raised money for all different kinds of other organizations. Breast cancer awareness, a one-way house, for boys, you name it, we raised money for it. Single moms that are having problems, issues.
Wow.
Very fun.
Wow.
Yeah, I did. I was considered a road captain. So it was up to me to make sure that everybody was safe. And
cool.
we would have, like 500 bikes at any certain time going out on a run.
That is so interesting.
Wow.
I missed it.
And raise money for all kinds of charities, huh?
Huh?
And raise money for all kinds of charities.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
Yeah,
Robert, excuse me. Sorry, it's David. I got another call. an eye appointment, so I gotta go. Take care.
All
Okay,
right. Love you.
bye-bye.
Have a great
Bye.
Take
day.
care, David.
Take care,
Have a
David.
great day.
Ho, ho,
Bye.
ho.
Go ahead, Mike.
All right, but yeah, I don't know how much money we've raised. I mean, we have raised a ton of money over the years, and I actually got out of that probably in about 2017 when I started having real issues with my neck and back. When you're riding a bike, you basically have to have your head on a swivel,
Yeah.
which you know that. And so, like I started having real problems with turning my head to the right, where I couldn't turn my head to the right. If I was turning my head to the right, I had to literally let go of the handlebars with one
Oh,
hand and turn my head with my hand so I could see all the way up to the right. Um, and Trish and I, we always took every year, maybe a couple times a year, we would ride from Cincinnati, Ohio, down to Deals Gap, which is down um, in the Smoky Mountains, Tennessee. Um, and we would go all the way down to Robbinsville, North Carolina, and just ride through the mountains. And we loved doing that. My son, the last time we went, my son went, he rode one of my bikes, and him and his girlfriend. And so, I mean, we just had a really good time. But that day was the day that I decided that that was my last trip. And it was time to hang them up because I basically almost wrecked.
wow.
So,
Well,
but
thank you for doing
hopefully
that,
this
man.
stuff, this new product, helps me out and gets my situation in my neck and back a little bit better. So, because when I saw when I, it was heartbreaking watching these bikes go one at a time out of the driveway.
Yeah.
So always said I can always get another one.
Yeah.
I had a lot of money tied up in my bikes, but it is what it is.
You know what they need to invent? They need to invent a helmet that has like the wide angle cameras on the back, so you could see like completely to the side, so you don't have to turn your head. And
No.
then like how the cars have like in the rear view in your side mirrors how it blinks orange and then it gives you a tone, like if you're like crossing the lanes and there's like a car there. They need to like have it to where it will like beep in your like right ear or left ear if there's like cars in your blind spot and you can't see them.
I've never seen that.
No,
Yeah,
I'm saying they should invent something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Arthur.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool.
I bet you with technology today, if a person really looked, because they have that for NASCAR drivers now. NASCAR drivers cannot move their head at all.
Right.
And so,
they see in their visor, they see the mirrors.
yeah, they now have, instead of rear view mirrors, they have, two different monitors that are side mirrors and reverse mirror. And they're cameras. They're just flat out cameras. And so, a NASCAR driver, they have the thing on both their heads, plus they have the Hans device. So it's like, and Indy cars in Formula One are even worse. They literally can't move their head. They only can move their eyes looking at the cameras and stuff. So it's yeah, they probably do have some high tech helmet or something that's got them all in. But thanks for sharing, Mike. That's very, very cool.
Thank you.
Melody put up a very interesting thing. I think she should share what she has done in the past. Melody.
Wait.
Come on, Melody. All right. If not, I will share it because I think it's very fascinating. Tells you a little bit about her. I guess she. Okay.
Oh, she's
I don't
at
know.
treatment.
She may be at treatment. She says that when she was 15, she performed for Bob Hope and one of his USO shows.
Wow.
Very cool.
Yeah. So, actually, if memory serves me correctly, now I'm speaking in a sense for her. She's told me that she used to perform too, and she was an actress in her younger days.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, she was Alice.
Yeah.
Well, besides Alice, yes.
Wow.
You know someone that's got a really fascinating background. I don't know if she'll talk about it, but what? Oh my God.
Oh, she's at treatment, so she just posted. Yeah, singer dancer.
Is Deborah Bronner. Deborah, she was yeah, she worked for the networks and the cameras and all of this stuff that she did and I don't remember which network it was, but it was Melody said that she was a singer and dancer.
Solid gold dancer.
Wow, they that's what you called it.
Right.
Yeah, NBC is what
NBC.
Deborah used to work with. That's what I thought.
Good morning, everybody. This is
There
Deborah.
she is.
There she is.
I'm feeling really under the weather, and so that's why my my picture's up. Yeah, I had an awesome career I created, going to college and majoring in telecommunications and film, and working at the NBC affiliate for 5 years. And then the network called me in 1979, NBC Network, to do sports camera on the Moscow Olympics.
Wow.
So I moved from San Diego to Hollywood, and we were all planning to go there. And then America boycotted the Olympics that year. So I got to stay on and do football, Super Bowls, World Series, all this stuff. And then my very first job in the studio, thinking of Melody, sorry, I'm having trouble breathing, was a Bob Hope special. So that was interesting. So I had an amazing career with at shows and stuff. So I wanted to really be on camera today and wish everybody a very special, special Merry Christmas. I also wanted to say something neat that happened to me. I have my half brother who's 30 or 35, I guess, coming down, or he'll be here to my house tomorrow if I'm well enough. And his kids I haven't met yet. And anyway, since I can't go out and shop for gifts, I decided that I had a caregiver get all my old photo books from under the bed out and find pictures of him with our dad from years ago that I had taken. And so I'm gifting him all those pictures. So I'm
that's
happy
cool.
about that. Yeah.
Well, I sure hope you get feeling better because I know you're really looking forward to
For
having them
sure.
done.
And today I wanted to show off my magnificent Holy Spirit tree, and I will do that. I'll probably have to do it on a post. I do have someone coming to help me for 2 hours later today, so hopefully I can get that done.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I love you
Thank
guys
Deborah.
so very much.
I love you guys. Merry Christmas as well.
Feel better.
Thank you.
He's off the fucking floor.
Oh, when we were singing happy birthday, to Mary, my dog started growling. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, we're pretty awesome at singing Happy Birthday. It's like we practice on being out of tune and not at the same time. It's like
Got to watch the replay to see how well that turned out. Yes. Yeah, according to Melody, because I know Melody and Deborah talk quite regularly, Deborah cameraed for Johnny Carson and Jay Leno.
Wow.
I love American Bandstand. Watched it every Saturday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit of Soul Train.
Not so much Soul Train, but
Well, Robert, you know that I think when we were with Ghana, we had a couple that were part of Soul Train and got married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, I totally.
Stephen London Higgins. Higgins or
Yeah.
no, that
It's like I don't remember.
yeah, I forget the last Higgins. I'm getting confused with the other guy. Who was that? Let's see.
LaBelle.
Oh, no. Please, not with all due respect, not him.
Come on, Bill. Tell us about some of your awesome jobs, man.
I had a really weird job.
Huh?
I said I had a
Higgs.
really weird job.
Okay, please fill us in.
I used to pony race horses at the racetrack in Denver, Colorado.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Were you ever a jockey?
No, but I had to have a horse in each hand, and I rode a mule.
Wow.
How come you got a mule?
Because they don't get excited when the horses get excited. They're just kind of boring.
Mules calm the horses down.
Yeah.
Oh.
And they're adorable.
Yeah.
And they're stubborn and they bite.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
Is
Thank
there a
you,
difference
Kelly.
between a donkey and a mule?
Oh yeah.
Donkey and a mule?
Yeah, the same as an ostrich and a lemur.
Okay.
Emu, yeah. I don't know.
You met Bob Seger.
Like an elephant and a rhino. An elephino. You know what I mean?
Oh.
No, I was just thinking about how many jobs that I didn't have. In my whole lifetime, I've had 4 jobs.
Wow.
Selling newspapers on the corner, washing dishes, and then I got into the grocery business and managed stores for 33 years. So pretty boring.
Bill, it's like me being, once I became a mechanic, it was like I worked at a gas station and then went from there to, changing tires and doing oil filters. But from that point on, just working on cars until I was 27. It's like, but yeah, just, hey, working on cars.
Hey, working with the public was fun. It was an exciting, I love my life. I love business. I love working with people and customer service and crazy stories, managing stores on the night shift where we had parties out in the back and just, it was a good life.
Stores for 33
Boring, I
years.
guess.
That's wild, man.
Did you get a discount on your groceries?
What's that?
Get a discount on your groceries?
No, they didn't. They didn't do that. Of course, we probably gave ourselves some 5-finger discounts every now and then.
What'd you put here, Jane?
Being a candy stripe volunteer in the old wing. 16.
Jane, you can unmute yourself. It'd be great to hear a story about that, please.
There was nothing really. I mean, it's I just worked there as a volunteer. I never got no pay or nothing, but
Oh yeah.
I definitely remember the candy stripers. You would show up and
had the
sing 'em.
uniform and everything.
Yeah. I was a candy striper for Halloween. Kidding. But you had a costume, so.
Terry. Oh my God.
You mean a costume similar to those, what is it, the lemonade stands in the malls?
Yeah.
If you know what I'm talking about?
Yep. The hats with didn't they have the thing on it, or is that der Wiener Schnitzel? That has I could
That's
be wrong.
Wiener Schnitzel.
I
Is
think
it?
that might.
That's funny. Der Wiener Schnitzel.
Were you peddling wieners?
Not me.
That's crazy.
No.
That's crazy that you've only had 4 jobs, Bill. I mean, I've had a lot more jobs than that. But yeah, I worked at Best Buy. That was my first job, Best Buy. I was selling TVs at 17, and you're not even supposed to be on the floor until you're 18. But they put me out on the floor, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm just doing what you guys tell me.
Right.
And I did that for like 2 months, and they're like, well, you can't be out on the floor handling the TVs and the lift to go get the TVs off because you're not 18. I'm like, okay, well, you guys put me out here. Didn't
Yeah.
put myself out here.
I've been doing it for 2 months, and now you guys. That sounds
Yeah.
right.
But then after that, I was a busser at Black Angus Steakhouse all throughout high school. Made pretty good money there. I paid off my first car with that job. And then I went down to Tucson to go lay cable DSL for Quest, who got investigated for fraud and then later bought out, or maybe forced to bought out by Cox Cable.
Right.
But
before that they fired everybody because they couldn't pay him because they were like they were being investigated, so they didn't pay anybody, so they just fired everybody. And then I went to go work at Converge's down there in Tucson, which is a big they do support for like, well, back then they did support for SBC DSL, and this is before cable internet came around. But people had dial up and then they had DSL.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then I was trying to get into the support center for Microsoft because they have a big Microsoft support down there but I had all like the certifications and stuff like that, but they were slow to hire or never really hired at all. So I went and did the phone tech support. So you'd be on the phone with somebody trying to set up their DSL on a computer and they don't know like how to work a computer. And then they then pulled me out of doing DSL support and they put me on the back end support, setting up all the machines for the support centers. So I was like setting up 2 computers for like all the Microsoft team. I'm like, well, I didn't get to work for Microsoft support, but I'm setting up their computers for them.
Wow.
But then after that, I went and sold cars down in Tucson for a month, and I sold cars up in Scottsdale for a month. I got salesman of the month. I think I sold 10 cars, but I made over $15,000 on like 10 cars.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Which just means I sold used cars, and which just means they had like a lot of markup on the cars. I didn't know at the time. I didn't know at the time like how much because they don't tell you like as a salesperson how much markup they like what they bought it for and how much they're marking it up for. I'm just like selling the used cars, and like some of them had like huge like markups where the people like trade them in, they got like nothing, and then they sell them for like 15-20 grand, and it's like you have like this huge like markup, like a $6,000 or $7,000 markup on a car. Like that's one car.
Yeah, when I was in the automotive industry, that was like so crazy because that's when all the salesmen got upset when all of a sudden you got paid based off the profit of the car, and then they just went to now we're just going to pay you $200 per car you sell. You know what I mean?
On the new cars, they do. The new cars they get $250 or $300 or something like that for every new car that they get out. But I always worked with used. Because you make a percentage off of whatever the gross is.
Wow.
Right.
And then on the new cars, you only get 250 or 300. So I had like that business has people trying to scam and scheme, and like you'd be off like a day, and then you come in and it's like the end of the month and people they're trying to like make their bonuses. So you like go through your cars, you have to like go through your deals at the end of the month, and you're like, well, why is this salesperson why am I getting half a deal? He wasn't even a part of this deal.
Right.
Or it turns out like another manager like put him on the deal so he can get a bonus. I'm like, no, that's not going to happen. You're not getting 50% of that car.
all the shady stuff for sure. So it's like Bill had 4 jobs in his life and Arthur had 4 jobs in 1 year.
Yeah.
Hey, me, as a mechanic, I had a job, I worked for a new company like every like 4 months. It was like everyone would keep telling me all the time, that's bad on your resume. And I was going, no, because every time I went to a certification, a service manager would find out how many hours I would book. And sometimes I would book over 200 hours, 240 hours a month. That's what the distributorship got paid for, the car distributorship. So they would come up to me and they go, what are they paying you? And I'd say $15.60. And they go, great, we'll pay you $16. And it was like every 4 months. And then it was funny because the people always would get pissed off. So I would go in there and go, hey, Hamer Toyota wants to pay me more per hour. And they go, I go, do you want to match it? I'll stay here. And they're going, no, if you're looking for another job, you can pack your toolbox right now and leave today. So that's how I always got my vacations, because I would always say, that I would give them, but it's like, I always said I was looking for a job when I found this one.
Oh God, Robert.
What time was on your, what kind of job do you have?
You want to know
Wow.
what I did?
Yep.
Chris, what's your worst job you ever had?
Oh, my worst? Well, I've done property management forever, but my worst job was probably working for my dad as a car hop.
On roller skates?
No, I did not do roller skates.
She wasn't allowed to have roller skates.
Wow. Thanks for sharing, Trish.
Yeah.
Well, you guys have a great day. Craig, close her up.
All right. Don't forget tomorrow, noon Pacific, 3 Eastern, and Wednesday and Friday, we've got Daily Wisdom. Saturday, we've got Ask Us Anything. Sunday, Mastermind, noon Pacific, 3 Eastern. And then we are right back here next Monday, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern for Recess. And please, everybody, if you're not joining us throughout the week, we just want to make sure that you and your family have the merriest holiday season ever. We love and we appreciate you. And until next time, everybody, be good to yourselves, be cash, bye-bye, and let's all say so long now.
So long.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry
Bye.
Christmas
Happy
week.
holidays.
Love you guys.
Bye,
Merry
Ed.
Christmas.
Bye, Matt.
Bye.
Ho, ho, ho.
Bye, Star, Deborah, Shelley, Melody, Jane, David, Michelangela, Arthur, Coach Bob, Mike,
See ya.
Bill.
TTFN.
Thanks, Craig. I love you.
Chris goes, what's that?
Oh, shit.